All around the world, aliens are invading. Millions of Asian carp are exploding from our rivers. Monkeys are raiding homes and hospitals. Parasites and tapeworms are coursing through our bodies. Killer bees are flying north, swarming through the skies. Lethally armed lionfish are invading the coastlines from Florida to New Jersey. It's the attack of the alien invaders. Deep inside the urban grime and rust of heavy industry is the crowded headquarters of Alien Invaders, home base for Ryan Bolton, Kristen Martyn, and Adam Henkel. In this episode of Alien Invaders, Ryan investigates a new immigrant, the meter-long Nile Monitor lizard.
There are reports of people's pets being attacked and eaten.
Adam meets some of the thousands of monkeys now living in the cities of India.
They're attacking people, they're messing up hospitals.
And Kristen goes looking for the Burmese Pythons, who now call South Florida home.
You guys have probably seen this picture online here with the alligator coming out of the python's body. Python just burst and the alligator came out of it.
I feel that way sometimes after wing night.
After shaking off the ice and snow, Kristen and Ryan head south to search for the tropical critters. There are few creatures in the world that invoke the fear and loathing that snakes do. Our pair land in Miami and then head south into the fabled Everglades, home to a wide variety of native snakes and reptiles, and now also home to tens of thousands of invasive Burmese pythons, now taking a bite out of southern Florida.
So we're on our way to a spot here in the Everglades where in the past couple weeks, they've seen a lot of Burmese pythons. We had a nice cool night last night and today's nice and hot. So we're hoping to see at least a couple Burmese, catch them, and bag them up.
So what we're doing now is called road cruising. The idea here is we drive slowly along a road that is bordered with lots of vegetation. The animals that are hiding in the vegetation are drawn out into the open area by the sun so that they can sun themselves. So what we're looking for are snakes, cold-blooded animals that need the sun to raise their body temperature. So we're just going to keep driving slowly like this and keeping our eyes peeled for any signs of movement. Whoa, Kristen, what is that up ahead?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that looks like a snake. Careful, she should. Yeah, good.
You want to grab the tail?
Good.
Well, this is what we came to look for,
Yeah,
right?
very good. Yeah, she's kind of cool, you can feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder she's moving a little slow. What'd she do when she tried to grab your head? Did she turn around on you?
A little bit, not too much. She just opened her mouth a bit, just gave me a little sign that she wasn't too happy. See the rows of teeth there? She's got 8 rows of really, really sharp back curved teeth.
Yeah, she actually looks like she's in pretty good shape for a wild Burmese
not bad.
python.
Actually, we're calling her a girl, but we haven't even looked at her yet.
Yeah, that's true.
She's got me coiled a little bit. You
Yep.
can feel the muscle, but nothing I can't get out of, especially with 2 people here. I brought my probes and some lube, so.
Now it's a party.
All right, let's see if this is a little boy or a little girl here. Oh, it's not going down very
No,
far.
that's just a few scales.
It's only about maximum 4 scales, so definitely a female. Plus she's got little teeny tiny claws here. So, yep, definitely a female.
She's starting to hiss a little bit. Definitely getting a little heavy, so what do you say we bag her?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, I'll take it tail first.
It's always good to know, up to the last second, where the head is.
All right, drop her in. And all the way she can't get
But
out.
not all wild python captures go as smoothly for the pair.
Yeah.
Ryan! Okay, buddy.
Ooh.
This guy's a little feisty, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He might come back and nail you.
Ah, he got me. try and grab the head here.
Got it. Nice. Oh.
Quick little bite, and I've got about 20 holes. Now that the bleeding stopped a little bit, I just want to clean myself up here and show you that the bite is actually not that bad. When the snake turned around and bit me, I didn't pull my hand away. And even though it's really hard to override that natural human instinct to pull your hand away, if you just keep your hand still, you just get a series of pinpricks and it bleeds a little. If you pull your hand away, you get a whole lot of lacerations and it can be a very substantial wound.
With the first blood now shed on the series, Adam gets the last of his rabies inoculations in preparation for his trip to hang with the wildlife of India.
So we finally made it. India. We're just coming into New Delhi now after a 15-hour flight. So just as we were arriving in India, the flight attendants sprayed a pesticide down the aisle. This was to kill any bugs that could be hitching a ride with us and avoiding them becoming alien invaders or invasive species into India.
And we don't want to be responsible for that, now do we?
Thousands of monkeys are creating problems for people all across India. On one hand, you have people just trying to do their daily chores, and the monkeys are stealing their food and attacking them. On the other hand, you have people who deeply worship and respect these creatures. It's this dichotomy that creates a very interesting dynamic between the people and monkeys of India.
Street vendors with their attractive bowls of nuts, chips, and fruits are particularly vulnerable to attacks by monkeys. With the vendors gone for even a few seconds, the macaques jump on the opportunity to attack. After the boldest of the monkeys is successful, the whole troop joins in on the raid. It's not the first time, and won't be the last, that this poor besieged shopkeeper is the victim of monkey shoplifting. But notice that even after raids like this, the Indians seem to get only mildly upset at the macaques. Pythons are not the only reptile that has invaded Florida. The city of Cape Coral has recently become inundated by a giant new arrival from Africa.
I'm in Cape Coral, Florida, and I'm looking for Nile monitors. Cape Coral is a large city in Florida, well over 100,000 people, and on top of that, there's a huge Nile monitor population, potentially thousands. Cape Coral is an ideal habitat for Nile monitors due to the canal system. The longest canal system in the world. Monitors love to swim, and they use this canal system to get from A to B. They make their burrows in the banks where they live, lay their eggs. Perfect. The reason why we're in this spot today is that we've gotten word that a Nile monitor has been seen in the area. It's been spotted 3 times this week, and we're gonna find him. Here he is, here he is. Okay, he's raising his tail, he's raising his tail. He's gonna use that like a whip. I'm gonna try and go for his neck. The mouth is what you want to avoid the most, and it's gonna be a quick grab by the neck and the back of the tail. Got him. I got him. Okay, I'm just gonna try and slow the action down a little bit. I want to tell you about how I caught him while trying to avoid being scraped by these claws. Here in Cape Coral, the problem is there's so much potential for conflict with the people that live here. Over 100,000 people, potentially 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 monitors. The potential for conflict is huge. Now, these guys, I know we looked aggressive. I don't like to use that word. They're defensive. They're just trying to survive like everything else. Now, what you want to watch out for with these guys, obviously, first and foremost, is the head. Look at that mouth. Inside there, dozens and dozens of razor-sharp teeth. Much different than, say, a snake or an alligator. Those teeth are designed for biting and holding. This one is designed for biting and tearing off chunks of flesh. Very, very dangerous. You take a bite from one of these guys on your hand and you pull your hand away, you're looking at reconstructive surgery. And you probably just saw that there. He clawed me. That's the next thing you want to look out for. These razor-sharp claws. Now, the last thing you want to look out for is the tail. You probably noticed when I came up on him the first time, he started lifting his tail up. That's because he wanted to use it like a whip. He's actually missing a good 20 centimeters of the tip of his tail. If that gets you in the finger, break a finger. Gets you in the eye, can lose your eye. You get it down here in the panic button, I can't imagine anything worse than that. So now that I've got him properly restrained here by the head and by the tail, we're gonna go find him a better home. Come on, buddy.
Adam braved some of Delhi's insane traffic to visit Dr. Iqbal Malik, India's most prominent advocate for the urban monkeys.
Why is it that there are fewer monkeys in the forests now?
Very sad. All trappings for biomedical research is still undertaken in the forests. It cannot be undertaken at other places because there'll be a reaction from people. It's very sad when they come to the city. Initially, they are welcomed by people. People being Hindus, they feed them. They'll give them the best of the foods.
Yep.
They might not be the best for monkeys. Monkeys being hardy, they realize very soon that they don't have to forage anymore. They are just fed food. They become lazier, their habits change, their behavior changes, and they start expecting foods, which leads to demanding food, which leads to raiding for food.
People are having huge problems with monkeys breaking into their homes and stealing their potatoes and bread. It's a real menace.
Monkeys are native to India, if not to Indian kitchens. But how did Burmese pythons end up in Florida? There are several theories. In August of 1992, one of the worst hurricanes ever to hit America destroyed a huge pet snake breeding facility near Homestead, Florida. You've heard of frogs raining down from the sky. It is quite possible that hundreds of baby snakes were swept up into the atmosphere and then dispersed by the wind and rain across the Everglades. Others think that some of the snakes were likely released into the wild by pet owners, who, after Monty got too big for his cage, took him out to find a Mrs. Monty to live with in the swamplands. Babies have been strangled to death by Florida pet pythons, leading to fevered involvement by politicians, most notably Florida Senator Bill Nelson.
When you hear about Burmese pythons in the Everglades, you're probably not thinking about politicians, but like everything else in life, they just have to get involved. And no exception is Florida Senator Nelson.
The Congress of the United States needs to address this problem in law.
He's trying to pass a law that would not only ban Burmese pythons as pets, but pythons as pets in general. And to get people to agree with him, he's using a lot of false facts. He's saying that these snakes have fishhook fangs.
They have fangs that have fish hooks on them.
That they grow 7 feet a year.
A Burmese python can grow as much as 7 feet in 1 year.
In the wild, Burmese pythons only grow an average of 2 to 3 feet per year. But what really gets under my skin are the false facts about pythons killing people.
We have a species that is threatening to humans.
you're more likely to get struck by lightning twice, eaten by an alligator, or attacked by a rabid pack of chihuahuas. While Senator Nelson's intentions are good, that he wants to protect the Everglades and the people around there, the false facts that he's using to get people to agree with him just aren't cutting it. He needs to get his facts straight. But hey, that's just what I think.
Meanwhile, in India, one of the most prominent of New Delhi politicians died in an altercation with monkeys.
The monkey menace has also been causing problems for the government. Not only did the deputy mayor of New Delhi, S.S. Bajwa, fall to his death trying to get monkeys off his balcony, but some monkeys have also been reported breaking into the defense ministry and destroying top secret documents. Sounds like monkey spies to me.
In western Florida, the battle is over real estate.
When you're just a regular person and you've got a 2-meter long lizard walking through your backyard, it could be very unnerving. And the people don't like it at all. They're terrified. They're afraid of dinosaurs and big lizards. And actually, even with this economic situation the way it is, it's even worse in Cape Coral thanks to these animals. People don't want to live anywhere where they do.
There are so many for sale signs here in Cape Coral, and this has caused the media to report that people are leaving because the monitor population is increasing. However, we're also in the middle of a recession, and I suspect that because people are leaving for that reason, the Nile monitors are moving in. There are also so many vacant lots here, and I think that if we have any chance of seeing Nile monitor activity, this is where it's going to be.
While his fellow Alien Invaders hosts Kristen and Ryan reptile hunt in Florida's Everglades, Adam dives deep into one of Delhi's most squalid slums to meet the Bayarupians, an ancient cult who don't just love monkeys, they live like them.
So what they're going to do is they're going to cover me in a mud like clay, and when it dries, it's going to give me a very light colored skin, so we're going to dress up like black-faced langur monkeys without even saying hello. This is where the yoga comes in handy, maybe chair pose. So right now, they're dressing up with the youngest Perupia, to be the baby monkey. That's not something you see every day. So between this being a very ceremonial and important procedure, and me not really being the common customer, we've gained ourselves quite a crowd. Apparently, the monkeys are very afraid of the Perupia. I haven't seen myself yet, but I have a feeling I'd be afraid too. You know, you can put the mud and the tail and the face paint on, but you're not truly a Perupia until you have black nipples. So the main Perupia always gets ready last, the alpha male, after he's helped everybody else prepare.
Just so you know, I was halfway towards getting a graduate degree in biology from a very reputable university until this television show tore me away from all that so I could act like a monkey on the filthy streets of New Delhi? Well, I guess that's the way the banana peels.
I'm here in Homestead, South Florida. This is pretty much the epicenter of the python epidemic here in the South. And I've been told that there's a python on this property, so I'm searching around trying to see if we can find it. I really have to check every crack and crevice carefully, because although these snakes are one of the largest in the world, they can fit their bodies into pretty much the tightest of places. That includes trees, so I gotta make sure to check up high. Smaller pythons can definitely climb up those branches. I also have a hook with me today because, well, there's diamondbacks in the area, cottonmouths, all kinds of snakes that I really don't want to get bitten by, so I'm definitely not going to be using my hands when I'm searching around. So I'm going to search the property and see what I can find here. Ton of hiding spots around here. Oh, check this out, there's one right here. So I'm not sure what his temperament's like, and give me a better idea if I can just stretch him out here. Perfect. Let's grab him by the tail. He seems not too bad. He's pretty warmed up now that he's been basking in a warm spot for a while. Whew. Now this is a Burmese python, and this guy is about just over 2 meters long. He's hissing a little bit. He's not happy that he's in my hand. Now, Burms are notorious because they are one of the 4 largest snakes in the world. This snake, although he seems big in my arms, can get a whole lot bigger. This guy can get upwards of 23 feet long or over 8 meters. So I'm gonna bag this snake and I'm gonna take it off this person's property so it's not a problem. There we go. All the way down. And when I take it in the car, it's definitely not gonna get out and come and visit me in the driver's side. So I'm gonna take this guy over and drop him off to a place where I know he'll be safe.
Indians are more welcoming to invasive monkeys than Floridians are to invasive snakes. Nonetheless, sometimes rogue monkeys get out of hand and have to be captured and sent to monkey reform camps out of the city.
I'm here with the local monkey catchers because there's been reports of this troop of monkey biting people and stealing food. And before we even get the cage assembled, they're getting quite excited. So I think they recognize something's up. Seems I'm the only one wearing thick, funny-looking gloves, but honestly, I don't care. So hopefully soon, this cage will be full of monkeys. But what they say is once you catch a couple, all their friends come to attack you to seek revenge. Kind of wish I had my own cage for protection, but today that's not the case. Let's see how this goes. As you can see, I'm wearing quite the accessory today. And when the director showed it to me, he said this little camera is waterproof, crash-proof, and even bulletproof. And when I asked him where he was going, he said, right here. Wish it was a bit bigger.
Monkeys, famously curious and usually hungry, are quick to investigate to grab the banana baits. But we want the pair, so we let him get away. Everyone comes to explore, even the goats. Finally, both monkeys are inside, but I want to wait till number 2 has his tail in. And... got him!
We just caught 2 of the wild monkeys that have been biting people and stealing food. What I'm worried about is the troop of 10 monkeys across the street. They could try to free their friends at any moment.
So we've got a small extra cage, and we're gonna get them into it and transport them across town.
Okay, you want to open it?
Again, the monkeys move compliantly from one cage to the other. We are going to release the monkeys at a small temple outside of town. Because people bring food here to feed them, the monkeys should stay here, and it looks like they're getting along with the locals fairly well.
This is the famous Cape Coral Canal system. Over 600 kilometers of canals crisscross the city, and it's this easy access between land and water that make it such perfect Nile Monitor habitat. This is a perfect spot to see a Nile Monitor. They love these open, sunny areas, and this is where the conflict between people and monitors arise. More often than not, these large open areas are people's backyards where they keep the grass cut down low. If we're gonna see a Nile Monitor, this is where we're gonna see it.
We're driving alongside one of the many highways down here in South Florida, and there's a canal system that runs right along the highway. Snakes like to come out at the side of the canals on the banks and bask and warm up in the sun. So we're keeping our eyes out for any snakes that we see along the bank here.
Within earshot of noisy racing at one of South Florida's biggest motor speedways, Kristen and Ryan continue their search for big invasive snakes. And they found another one. But this one is not going to be an easy catch. He's gone into the water.
Okay, I got him.
Here.
You okay?
Awesome, yeah, you can. Need a hand up there?
I'm okay.
Woo! Slippery.
Wow, hello.
A little slippery. I grabbed onto her and she was like heading straight down into the water. We're like plunging right down.
Yeah, she went right into those roots. You had no chance pulling her out backwards.
No.
Yeah, we had to feed her through, and that meant going in the water.
Oh my gosh, these snakes can hold their breath for up to half an hour, and they're just as comfortable in the water as they are on land. So if Ryan didn't go in after her, we would have lost it. Should we do this head first if we can?
Yeah, we can probably do head and tail first. Oh, she is slippery. She's in.
Got lots of air in there.
What the heck do you do with a 7-foot python? Kristen and Ryan try to find a home for it at the Everglades Outpost Wildlife Refuge.
Hey there.
Oh,
Hi.
hello. So you brought a python?
Yes, we did. We caught a Burmese python over on the Tamiami Trail.
All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, this is about the typical size that we're getting out of there.
The head here.
Good, good. All right, grab it. Yeah, not 7-8 feet. And if it calms down, tames down, we might use it for education. I have a kennel over there, sky kennel.
Yep.
Yeah. It's already pulling. Okay, ready?
Go. Let's go out this way.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
In Jaipur, India, a similar volunteer organization, Help in Suffering, tries to save injured animals from the streets of the big city. Director Dr. Jack Reese, seen here trying to breathe life into a newborn goat, does what he can with the organization's limited resources. Just as the Alien Invaders team arrives at the center, an ambulance brings in a langur monkey, reportedly the victim of an electrocution.
A member of the public telephoned us, and we sent our ambulance out to pick it up. He will have seen it, or you know, it was in his garden or something, and we'll have sent our men out to collect it. Electrocution is a very common thing to happen to monkeys, so it's a good guess that if you've got a monkey that doesn't like moving, it's probably been electrocuted.
What is it you're looking for at this point?
Burns.
Burns?
You can sometimes see singed hair. But he actually seems to have survived quite well. He's also extremely thin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you really think, can we turn him over, sir? All right, little one.
Does that mean she could be one of the lucky ones, or more that it's something internal?
Well, I think he's probably one of the lucky ones. You can see she's got this cloudy eye.
Yep.
Is that part of this problem, or is that just an old injury from sort of before? We'll give her some antibiotics, we'll give her something for pain, give her something to make her eat, So that's the painkiller, and this is the vitamins. I think it's just generally sick. And the fact that it's as thin as it is, you felt how thin it is, and normally they're very muscly animals. I think sort of adds weight to the idea that it's not current, it's sick for some other reason.
Alien buster Ryan Bolton is in Cape Coral, Florida, searching for Nile Monitor lizards when he suddenly hears one breaking cover.
I don't know if you heard that, but there was a huge disturbance through the grass and a splash into the water. That had to have been a Nile Monitor. That really couldn't have been anything else. Oh, I was so close. I'm just noticing here that there's evidence of them burrowing, like right here. That has to be a Nile Monitor burrow. There's nothing else around here that would burrow into the bank like that. Yeah. You can see I can just put my arm right in here. This is a recent and likely active burrow because it keeps going. I don't want to go too far in case he's still home, but this is proof positive that Nile Monitors are here. There's nothing else in this area that would dig a burrow like this, on the bank, up high like this, where it can get sun, get that protection that it needs. That is amazing. I am just so floored. The evidence of Nile Monitor burrowing activity here on the bank, here on this vacant lot in Cape Coral, and that splash into the water that really couldn't have been from anything else, completely confirms for me the notion that these vacant lots that are everywhere in Cape Coral are contributing to the Nile Monitor explosion here.
Well, it seems somebody's interested in my chips. The monkey menace is far from just a commercial or residential problem. They're also attacking hospitals like the one behind me, where they sneak in the windows and rip out IVs from the patients to suck on the sugary fluids. I prefer Kool-Aid instead, but these guys like the IV bags. Using these langur monkeys to get rid of the macaques is called biocontrol, where you use a naturally occurring predator of the creature to control them. However, the handlers of these langurs need to be very careful, because even though the langurs are much bigger and stronger, the numbers of macaques can range all the way up to 80, at which point the langurs would be well outnumbered. Okay. Oh, come on, monkey. Come on. There we go. This way. This way. Oh. This way. Come on, langur. Come on. There we go. So, as you can see, biocontrol doesn't always work perfectly. Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages. And you know what? I think so will the monkeys.
So we just got a call from some homeowners, and apparently in their screened-in pool area, there's a giant lizard. And from the sounds of it, it's a Nile Monitor, and a fair-sized one at that. We brought along some equipment, a couple nets. We're gonna get these people to give us a hand with the capture.
And I brought this bin so we can put him in something and he's not gonna escape.
We're gonna go check it out. Hopefully we come back with all our fingers. Oh, well, he's a little less than a meter, but he looks quick.
Can you see him on that side?
Yeah. Well, he's going up behind the wall. Here, let's see if we can bring the barbecue out a little bit.
Yeah, he's stuck there.
Okay. Yeah, he's coming your way.
My way.
Let's see if you can flush him out. Okay.
Come here, bud. He's going.
He's going?
Yeah.
He's in the water.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. I think I can move. I got him. He's biting me.
Bring him this way.
Yeah, we can get the bin ready. Where are the stairs?
Right over here. Come on.
Well, I got him, or he's got me.
Need to readjust?
No. Hang on, I gotta adjust. He's turning around, he's still fighting. Like this. Okay. 1, 3. Get that first zero first, please. 1, 2, 3. Wow! We're at the Everglades Alligator Farm, where we're gonna hop on an airboat, head out into the Everglades, and look for pythons. Let's go for a ride. How you doing?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
You made it, huh?
We're here.
Yeah, so you're ready to look for some pythons?
Oh,
Yeah.
Before we go out, just a couple safety issues. This is aircraft engine. Stay away from the prop.
Okay.
It's going to be really loud.
Okay.
We're going to need some... Oh,
Got him.
you did your homework.
We did.
And eye protection.
Yep.
Because we... Oh, good, good. Hop in and let's take a ride down the canal.
All right.
Okay.
And we are going off the beaten path.
Perfect.
Right. Okay, this is a spot where they've been seeing the pythons.
Looks good.
Looks really good.
Yeah, so just be careful out there and walk around.
All right.
Okay.
So here in the sawgrass of the Everglades, these pythons like to hang out in the water. And the best way to find them is to use your feet. Just feeling along the bottom until you come up on something that doesn't feel like squishy mud. I feel something under here. I don't know whether it's a snake or not. I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, definitely a snake.
Awesome, I'm coming.
It feels way too big to be a native snake. Definitely Burmese. Hey guys, I got one.
I'm coming.
Hey, no biting. No biting.
Ooh. You got it? You got
Yeah,
it?
I got it. You can take the tail and
Yeah,
just
stop it from wrapping.
stretch it out
Okay.
there. Awesome.
Yeah, she really wants to constrict.
So this snake has a pretty good body weight on him. He's not skinny at all, sure isn't hungry. And he's got a nice sheen to his skin here. So no stuck on shed skin, no injuries, no scarring. Looks pretty good. These snakes are really hardy and do quite well out here.
All right. Boy, that's a nice one.
Yeah, really good looking snake.
Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go.
Let's get out of here. Look for some more snakes.
This hotel has been reporting some monkey problems. They've been stealing food from guests and being a general annoyance. So I'm here with some local monkey catchers to see if we can catch this menace. I'm a little worried though. We only have one shot at this. If the lid of the cage gets stuck or if the rope breaks and we can't close it, then the monkey will be able to escape. And once the monkey gets in there, it's not going to go in again. So I'm really hoping it works. Also, I've got these gloves with me, partially to protect myself from monkey bites, but also to avoid against rabies. And there's no cure for rabies, so I'm really going to avoid getting bit. Let's see how this goes. You can see the bag. Just going to get some bait out so they'll be tempted to go in. Okay, let's see if we can find a place to hide here. I think this will work here. All right, so if you want to get that, let's see if we can catch ourselves some monkeys. The lid seems to be getting a little stuck on the practice pole. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
The monkey soon arrives and is immediately attracted by the banana bait, but he'd rather get it by reaching through the bars than by climbing in.
I hope he doesn't just take the food out from the side. That would not be good. So the monkey's just investigating it to make sure it's okay. Lid looks secure, so if you want to grab that side, I'll get this side. So we've reached the edge of a forest just outside of town, where we're going to release this little troublemaker. Now they say if you love something, you should set it free. And if it's stealing from your guests, you should definitely set it free. Are you ready? Okay. I'm not going to translate that because we have kids watching.
And I won't take it personally. See you, monkey.
Actually, it doesn't feel too bad. But if somebody could help me get this monkey off my back,